What's up guys, it's Megan here, back with another real estate tip. Demand is at an all-time high right now, or in simpler terms, there are a lot of people buying houses. Once you have your pre-approval and start looking at homes, what's next? With all the new buyers in the market, I thought it would be helpful to go over a real estate transaction contract to close. Let's dive in. Once you've found the perfect home and you got your offer accepted, the clock starts ticking. In your contract, there are contingency timeframes you must abide by. The first one being wiring your earnest money into escrow within 3 business days. This money is your skin in the game throughout the transaction. Once escrow is about to close, this money is used towards your down payment. If you decide to cancel escrow, you will get your money back as long as you have your contingencies intact. Once you start removing contingencies, things can get a little tricky. Next step of business, receiving seller disclosures. Within 7 days of acceptance, the seller will provide all the disclosures about the property. These will state anything they know is wrong with the house, any previous repairs, any upgrades, etc. There will be a lot of documents here, so be prepared. If the home is situated in an HOA, you will also receive all the documents relating to the HOA, including meeting minutes, financial records, assessments, etc. It's important to review all these documents so you know exactly what's going on with the house and the community. Moving on to the home inspection. I always advise my sellers to schedule this as soon as possible. You have 17 days from acceptance to coordinate any inspections you'd like for the home. Home inspections are optional and highly recommended. They will let you know anything that is wrong or not up to code with the house. You do not need to be present for the entirety of this inspection. It's actually pretty helpful to have a quiet house for the inspector so he can get his work done without distractions. At the end of the inspection, this is where buyers can show up, or we can arrange a phone call or FaceTime, and the inspector will give a recap of what they found. Once you get your inspection report, you can review and ask your agent or inspector any additional questions. From here, if there are any repairs you'd like to request, we will go over those and put together a repair request form. While all of this goes on, you'll also be working with your lender on your loan. As soon as your offer is accepted, your agent will send over the executed document to the lender and they will order the appraisal. This should happen within the first week or so of acceptance. Like the inspection contingency, you will have 17 days from acceptance before you are required to remove your appraisal contingency. Let's touch on lending for a hot second. Your lender will request a handful of documents from you throughout the escrow period. The sooner you're able to get them everything they need, the sooner they can submit your loan for final approval. You have 21 days from acceptance to remove the loan contingency, so you don't really want to do anything to hinder that final approval. Now that all of your contingencies are removed, you're in the home stretch. Once your lender has crunched all the numbers and put together your closing disclosure, also referred to as a CD, you want to review and sign that as soon as you get it. From here, there is a mandatory 3-day waiting period until you can sign your final loan docs. Once the 3 days is up, the lender will send the loan docs over to escrow, and your escrow officer will give you a ring to set up the signing of those documents. Once these are signed, most counties will fund and record the following day. Once your loan records, you are officially a homeowner. Your agent will coordinate getting your keys and so that you can take possession of your new home. Sounds pretty cut and dry, right? Well, there are a lot of other things that can happen along the way. Timeframes can be altered, there can be addendums, rent backs, additional contingencies, you name it. The truly important factor is having a realtor that you can trust explaining it all to you along the way. I hope you learned something new through this video, and if you have any further questions or need some real estate advice, don't hesitate to reach out. Thanks for tuning in this week, friends, and I will see you next time.